Hey guys, it's Grizz, and I I don't even know how to say what I want to say, I guess. Um well, okay, let's start with this. I want to tell you a story. I'll tell you a story about the guy who basically is responsible for me being known as Grizno. So I guess I'm gonna tell you a story about how I got my nickname, and it's because of this guy, my friend Matt Chisholm, who passed away on Wednesday suddenly and unexpectedly. I've never really lost a close friend like this before, so I don't really know how to deal with it, I guess. I'm managing, but I felt like I wanted to talk about him a bit. Just to, I don't know, I think it might help. YouTube has been a really good outlet for me, for my creativity, I guess. And I thought maybe it could also be a good outlet for just, I don't know, healing, grieving, whatever. And I want you guys to know I'm not talking about this or making this video for looking for pity or sympathy. I'm not doing it because of that. I'm just doing it to talk about him, I guess, in a public forum. And you guys have been really nice to me. I love my subscribers. I love each and every one of you guys. You're very nice and encouraging with all the kind words you say about, my videos and stuff. So I feel like talking to you guys about one of my best friends who I lost. And the story I'm gonna tell today is actually pretty relevant. It's basically the story of how I got my nickname Grizno, which is now my YouTube and all my gamer tags and all that good stuff. Anyways, it's because of Matt that I have this nickname to begin with. So I'm gonna tell that story. It seems like it would be relevant to the channel. So I went to university the year after I graduated high school, and I was only 17. So I was still pretty young, and I was away at school for away from my parents for the first time in my life, living at a dorm room with my friend from back home. And we met a guy on our floor named Billy, and Billy was the one who introduced Matt to us, to me, I guess. And when I first met Matt, I didn't like him very much. I don't know if I just didn't get his sense of humor, or I remember playing I was playing Medal of Honor, Allied Assault or something, and he made some ridiculous comment, something I died, and he was like, "Hey, but shouldn't you have shot that guy?" And I was I kind of looked at him like, "Are you serious?" Yeah, I don't know if no, I definitely didn't. I didn't 100% like the guy when I first met him. But that doesn't matter, because it wasn't very long before we became great friends, and I'm talking this guy was like a brother to me at this point. So during Frosh Week, which is basically initiation week, I guess, for the new first year students, It's like the first week you get to school, you get settled in, and like the second year students have a bunch of fun activities and stuff like planned for you to help you meet new people and stuff like that. I didn't actually meet Matt at this time. I met him like probably a month later, a month into school, but during this Frosh week they gave us all what is called Frosh names, and mine was Gretzky Frosh, and these are totally random. They have nothing to do with our personality or anything, but the reason why I was called Gretzky Frosh was because when we were out and they yelled, Gretzky Frosh, what do you say? I had to yell back, I score every time I play. And it's just like, little embarrassing things that they make you do out in public, initiation type stuff. Anyways, so it just so happened that nobody ever really learned my real name in my residence. Everyone just called me Gretzky because they're like, oh, it's Gretzky, Gretzky, that guy. And it definitely stuck. Like, everyone called me Gretzky. And when I met Matt, he thought this was hilarious. He was like, why do people call you Gretzky? Like, I was just like, well, nobody knows my real name. And he thought that was funny. So he used to call me Gretzky too, even though he knew my real name full well. And back then, this is like 2002, 2003. So Snoop Dogg was still doing his thing, and everything was Izzle and Izzy to Matt, because he was a huge hip-hop fan and Snoop Dogg fan. So, he used to call me like Griznizzy and Griznasty and Griznacious and so many iterations of Grizz or Gretzky. But he finally settled on Grizno. And it's funny too because he kept calling me Grizno forever, even long after we were. He called me Grizno right up to the day he died. It sounds really weird to say. I'm sorry. Sorry for the pause. But yeah, so people even today still call me Grizno 99% of the time over my real name. So that's how I got my name. And I hope you guys enjoyed the story. It was nice to reiterate a story. I can't believe I got through the whole thing without breaking down, but I think I'm moving on to a new stage of mourning. I did a lot of crying and wondering why and wondering this and that the past few days, but I think I'm good now. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and if I don't put out too many videos over the next few days, don't be mad. I love you. See you soon.